This week on The Adventurer, we focus on the vehicle assembly industry, where one entrepreneur is taking years of failure to carve a niche in the industry. James Kimani is the owner and lead fabricator of Dodi Autotech, having set up the business 11 years ago. With a growing number of higher capacity public service vehicles on the road, Kimani saw an opportunity that he was more than willing to grab with both hands. Charles Gitonga sat down with Kimani and brings us the story of his journey so far.
A famous motivational speaker, Tony Gaskins, once said that if you do not build your dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs. And today on The Adventurer, we speak to James Kimani, who quit a top-paying job to start Dodi Autotech. Come with me. Thank you very much for having us.
Welcome to Dodi Autotech Kenya Limited.
Tell us about the business of Dodi Autotech.
We're in the business of doing motor vehicle bodybuilding. We do bus bodies and truck bodies as well. We started this company in the year 2004. That's when we started. I resigned from where I was, where I had worked for like 17 years. And I said time was up, and I was turning 40. And I said, why don't I go there and venture and see what is there? It is through working in those other companies that I worked with over the years. And I said I was up to the task. I knew I didn't have enough money to do that, but through the savings I had in my bank over the years, I looked at it and said, let me go there and start. I had only 3 million shillings in my account, and I was looking at starting a small shop, and with the 3,000, I could have afforded buying a few machines and even pay rent for the small shop that I wanted to start. But when I came out, that was not to be. I got even more business than I thought I would have. And therefore, in the first month, I had like 10 units to build buses, to build the buses on, to do bodies. And in the second month, I had like 20 units. And therefore, I grew from the first to the third month. I had flourished. When the government announced that they were to phase out the 14-seaters, therefore now the big capacity buses were to be built. So there was a big market for the big buses. The bigger challenges in new business is that since you don't have money and you don't have experience, then therefore the banks cannot help you, because they'll say you don't have experience. And therefore the 3 million was nothing. And therefore now I had challenges in buying materials and even paying rent, the shop that I had taken. It was so difficult. Even sometimes paying my employees.
Most of us feel the main challenge is if you don't start early, you might not make it.
Yeah.
But how would you advise some of the young people who want to get into business? Or some of them who are almost the age that you started at, but still feel like it's too late.
First of all, they've got to be ready to take a risk, because what people fear most is taking risks. Yeah, because they don't know what they'll find out there.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to make up your mind and say, I'll go irrespective. So I took a risk and left the well-paying job and came out. And today, the story is different.
It called for James Kimani to take a big risk with the savings to start a business of this magnitude. And so far, he has nothing to regret about. As they say, the bigger the risk, the higher the returns. Charles Gitonga for The Adventurer.